So I kind of wanted to make this video today to give a little bit of light on a sword that is not really used at all inside of this game. However, with next season with ARC 3.0 dropping and a new raid, I'm pretty sure this bad boy is going to see some more play, at least a little bit of a spike. And at the bare minimum, I do at least want to remind people that, yo, this sword does exist. And what I'm referring to is the Hero of Ages sword from the Grasp of Avarice dungeon. The reason why I'm even talking about this sword to begin with is because it is a vortex frame arc sword. Now, if you're like most of the community, you already have your Relentless Strikes, Whirlwind Blade, Falling Guillotine on standby at the ready if you ever need to use a sword for DPS that's not the Lament, right? However, with ARC 3.0 dropping next season, some people are going to be on that ARC 3.0 subclass, myself included, at least testing out some stuff initially. And if I want a vortex frame sword to put in some good damage, and I want to proc some juicy Font of Might, which I do love to do, especially with things like Overcharge Wellmaker, it's pretty easy to get arc wells, then the Hero of Ages is going to be your best bet, best sword to fill that particular role, particular niche. And if you want to go about farming one, the best spot to go about getting it is going to be the third encounter of the Grasp of Avarice dungeon. And by the third encounter, I am referring to the soccer servitor encounter that is very long and kind of drags. But it's definitely the best encounter to actually go about getting this sword. But now if you go ahead and pull up the Hero of Ages perk pool, you will see that this thing's perks pool, it's a little bit, small. But it is a sword after all. As you can see in the third column, we only have 5 options to begin with Tireless Blade, Demolitionist, Relentless Strikes, Unrelenting, and then Duelist Trance. And then in the fourth column, we literally only have one for all, Chain Reaction, On Guard, and Assassin's Blade. The sword that I'm using in the background is actually one with Duelist Trance and Chain Reaction. Chain Reaction on the sword is very unique and where I feel will get most of its play. You combine Chain Reaction with something like Unrelenting, that actually might be a juicy combo because you will be destroying adds very easily, especially on something like a Vortex frame. Also, since it's a vortex frame, maybe one for all could put in some work if you don't want to go chain reaction. However, a sword with chain reaction, yo, count me in. And you guys remember using a Falling Guillotine with volatile flow and volatile rounds in season 16? Kind of basically what chain reaction does for the Hero of Ages, just naturally without having to proc any mods. So if you want an arc vortex frame sword, don't miss out. This is the one to go about getting. We'll see you on the next one.